That down there, yes, he's on his way over, mate, from the SEG Sports Agency, the representative of Liverpool's Max Waltman. Steve Jones from the Donny Free Press has given us the eyes as well. The move could be set to be announced very, very soon. Could be 8 o'clock for all we know. Could be 8, could be 9. There's someone behind me. This side. Hello to Leon. Hello, Jack. Hello, DRFC Network. Charlton Fan 2005. So yeah, like we said, definitely going to be something interesting happening. Rovers haven't put anything out though, so I wonder whether this is going to take another route to be announced. However, we are going to go through some of the transfer stories for Rovers over today. The deals that didn't happen, the deal that looks like it will happen. And also go over the window as well. We will do a separate video as well on certain deals that were going to happen or were in line to happen. Are you keeping an eye on the Leicester game? Probably not. I'll probably sort of look at the updates afterwards. Announced Jephcott. Jephcott looks like he's on the move to League 2, but I don't think we'll sign him. Chal Army, says Seth. Good afternoon, says Astro Elite. Let's do this. Let's get it, says Finley. But yeah, guys, like I said, we're here until the end of deadline day now. We are going to be streaming right up until 11 o'clock. So who is Jephcott going to? I don't actually know, to be fair. Hello to Lizzie. Hello, Lizzie. Shout out to you. Hope you are well. So yeah, if you do want to come on, by the way, guys, the stream link will be here. I'm going to put it in the chat now. Evening, brothers. Hello, Alfie. Yeah, StreamYard link is there. I'm going to sign into YouTube on my other device and pin it at the top of the chat. But the link is on there now, so you guys can call in and have your say. I'm guessing some of you will want to wait until the announcement comes out at some point, which is understandable, obviously. But yeah, the eyes from Steve Jones says it all. We should be getting an announcement in the next hour, hopefully, anyway. Announced Danny Rose. Jeff Cott went to Leyton Orient. Yeah, I didn't expect Jeff Cott to come here anyway. So, I don't think we should have expected that, to be honest. Oxford getting in the deadline day action. Ipswich have revealed something. Shrewsbury revealed Rob Street. Ethan Galbraith's gone to Salford. Interesting. Florin Andone's departed Albion by terminating his contract mutually. Den Donk has gone to Villa. Martin Kelly to West Brom. Elliot Thorpe's gone to Burton. Obviously, MK Dons are done with their business. They already announced earlier in the day that their business is done. See if there's anything else come out. Anything else been revealed? Nothing yet. Nothing yet. But we will keep an eye out. DDR Paul's backstage. DRFC Network, Evening Joe. You're going to be scrapping Mansfield tomorrow. I'm not scrapping anyone, mate. I think Alex would suit Donny. Let me have a look at this guy. I don't want to be baited or anything like that, but no, it's fine. No, you're fine. You're fine. Alex Hunt. So, central midfielder, Sheffield Wednesday. Made an appearance in the Papa John's. Not got much game time at Sheffield Wednesday from the looks of it this season. 2 EFL Cup appearances as well. EFL Trophy and EFL Cup. That kind of thing. Was loaned out to, last season was loaned out to Oldham and Grimsby last season. So, I wouldn't rule something out like that. Waltman's just gone Frickley. Galbraith dropped off massively after injury last season. No big losses, Finley. Yeah, I'm doing good, mate. How are you? Thought on John Stones? I will have a look into John Stones. I don't know if he's done that badly, to be honest. People saying on Twitter my reputation's on the line for this deal. People say my reputation's on the line. Fine, my reputation's on the line if that's what you think. But I talked to the agency. The message, I even put the message publicly on here, and the bloody agency was fine with me doing that. So I'm more than willing to put my reputation on the line for something that actually is true. Come on, big man. I reckon they'd run from you. Thoughts on Oliver Younger? Well, he's injured at the moment. I think before in the injury, he was all right. It's not an accent, John. It's my natural voice. So, zip. Fraud, in my opinion, says Alfie. Needs a bit of work. Score prediction for Saturday, I would go with 2-1 to us against Mansfield on Saturday. What about the Mankini bets? I still bet it'll happen. So I'm not worried about this deal. I think this is the deal I'm not worried about. So I wouldn't be, against it. Here's something about Ian from Chelsea on loan. Again, I have to research these names if I've not heard of them, just in case. No, wrong name, wrong place, wrong time, John. Do not bring that up. I was talking about Oliver Younger being a fraud, not you, mate. Yeah, I know. That's what I meant. Again, I have to look at the name, see what we're looking at here. Was Bobby Faulkner due to go out on loan? He was, Dane. He was due to go out on loan. But I think when push comes to shove, in the end, we have to bring the deal up and we have to, we have to do it. So, but to be fair, that's a good thing because Bobby's shown he can play at this level. According to Andrew Moon from BBC Radio on Portsmouth side of things, Haji Minoga to Gillingham on loan is now likely to happen. So deal there. Ashley Barnes, no truth in that. All right, Charles says, Josh, I'm good, thank you. How are you? I was going to sign Charlie, decided not to. What do we reckon about the American fullback? No, I'm not going to even. I've got to look at these names just to make sure I'm not being baited into a corner here. No, just no. Just stop with the references to killers, man. It's just ridiculous. Dendonka signed for Villa. That's officially confirmed. I know you guys are joking on that, but I just don't take it very well. Depay's not over yet, according to Fabrizio. Let's get a guest on the show. Let's get DDR Paul in. Paul, how are you? You're muted, mate.
Right, what you saying, Chow, lad? What you saying, lad?
I'm not too bad, mate. Max Waltman from Liverpool on loan, set to happen in the next hour or two. Thoughts on that?
I'm not really keen on Liverpool because they've got a good team, but they're not doing the best of this year. And
yeah,
go on.
Go on.
I don't understand with United because I saw this morning that they've signed another keeper. What are they doing signing keepers United though? I don't understand it, me.
Yeah, they brought in Dubravka.
What about Dendonga to Villa?
That's done. That's officially done. That's been announced. I think that's a good midfielder.
Yeah, lad. Where do you think Aston Villa will place this season like? Where do you think they'll be in the table?
I reckon mid-table. Just because I think Gerrard's not had the favourite, just not had the best start, to be honest.
What do you think about Newcastle? Do you think I think they'll finish top 3. Newcastle, me. They've got.
I reckon they will. I think Newcastle will finish in a top 10 place for definite. I think it's a push for top 7, but all depends on United, to be honest, and how they decline this season, if they are going to decline as much as they are doing this season. So, finally, then predictions from Anfield on Saturday, especially if we get this signing done.
I'm going to say 4-1 and get revenge after the FA Cup.
I like the sound of that, Paul. Thank you very much.
One more question, Charles. Do you think Arsenal do the unbeatable again, like they did ages ago in 2002?
I don't think the unbeatable is on the cards, but I think they will have a good season.
I think they will because they're drinking Prime Hydration by KSI and Logan Paul.
That could be a fuel. Cheers, Paul.
Safe, bro.
Great to have him on the show. Yeah, Lizzie's right. Can we just talk about Donny instead, please? Is Galbraith Salford official? It is indeed. Salford have posted about it. It is official. That is an official deal. What's your favourite source? Of course, spelling it like SAUCE. My favourite source is the source that I love to get information from. I've spoken with football writers, journalists. I've spoken with official reporters from loads of different places, top places. I've spoken with agents today as well. So I'm hearing a lot of deals from agents. So who's this guy? He's just a nice bit of fun, to be honest. Mate, heard rumours Tyson's been lined up. Nah. I'd take it, but no. Agreed, Lizzie. Stop people coming on just like absolute ding-dongs. I love ketchup. Ketchup's a good sauce. Barbecue on a number of occasions. DDR Phil, a.k.a. Scott. What we saying?
Hi. Can you rate my drip? I've got floss because man's always ready to floss. I've got the floss ready so I can
what are you wearing?
My blasters.
I mean, at least you're wearing the Rovers scarf. At least you're wearing the Rovers scarf with pride, son.
Exactly. I have my man bag. Do you want to see what's in it? I've got my lighter for when I'm lighting up my joints with chow. Got my protractor for when I'm cutting the lines up in ballers with chow. I also have my very own highlighters for highlighting the fact that Charles the best Doncaster vlogger. In this bag, got a HDMI cable to plug myself in anywhere. I've got the speakers in my bag because obviously Donny are bouncing everywhere we go. I've even got 2 pairs of shorts on, Chow, because your mum says she likes it.
You've got 2 pairs of shorts as
Yeah,
well.
well, 3 if you count the under bit. She said at KFC that's kind of a turn on. That's why she likes Carl the Dragon. I've also got a pair of shorts, but I've had to turn them around because we've got skids on the other side. But anyway, Chell, how are you? What's the chance you've got right now?
I mean, apart from the display just now, I'm actually feeling all right. I mean, Max Waltman from Liverpool, agency said it's happening, expecting an announcement in the next hour or two. New striker in the door from Klopp's Academy. Thoughts on that?
I think that's good. But can we talk about Donny? Unbeaten. Yes. Obviously, we're third at the moment. Good point at Bradford. I think we could have taken 3 points if Tomlin wasn't being a bit of a dickhead. But I think this year we could go unbeaten. I think we'll solid at the back.
Said it against Oxford, so
yeah. I think we're solid at the back. Obviously, we haven't been beaten in a while, apart from Lincoln. But in the league, it's since Bolton last season. Sutton came back to win. Obviously, we all know you were bouncing around the drum box. Northampton, a good point. Well deserved. I don't think it should have been a 1-0 game. Right. But it was. So, onwards and upwards. Penalty, well deserved. It was definitely a penalty. But, yeah. What are your thoughts on our season so far, Charles?
I think it's been good. I think overall we've had a good season so far. And for me, I feel like the team will keep impressing. I think the team will keep impressing. But finally, mate, predictions from Mansfield on Saturday.
Oh, so I think we're going to win 2-0 or 3-1. The atmosphere is going to be amazing. And after the game, I know you're coming, but we'll see him in the alleyway and we'll beat him after as well.
I won't be, but I know some people.
You said you will.
Nah.
Or is it because you're on stream?
No,
Charles not coming, actually. Charles never said he was coming.
Mate, thank you very, very much for coming on the show, and have a great evening.
Oh, wait, can I just ask, Charles, what is your favourite chant?
Donny, yeah, massive. Everywhere they go.
Donny, yeah, massive. Like my massive tits. Like my massive tits.
See you later. There is some special fans in this fan base. I swear to bloody God. I swear to bloody God, there is some special fans in this fan base. But there is a different level of special. They're special in a good way. And that's these lads right here. Matty Dunn's on the stream. Matty, some proper Rovers content, finally. How are you?
I'm all right, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. Yes. Finally, some fans that are going to talk football. Finally.
Yeah.
Oi, Jack, what's your score predictions for United Leicester?
2-0 United.
Yeah.
Right, answer, mate.
Oh, Malassia's had him.
Max Waltman from Liverpool looks set to be a done deal in the next couple of hours. Thoughts on that?
I think it'd be a good deal, obviously, if he's got a lot to prove. And I think, he'd be a good player. So hopefully, he can do the job.
Yeah. According to the Free Press, we had interest in Matt Smith, Will Asula, Rob Street, who's gone to Shrewsbury. Obviously, Galbraith's gone to Salford now. Thoughts on the players that we had interest in? Because Smith and Asula and Street would have been good signings, wouldn't they? I don't know what's going on with Matty's connection. We'll get him to join back in a second. Let's get Dylan on the show for now, and we'll get Joe on as well. Dylan, Joe, we've got a deal coming in the next couple of hours. Looks like it's going to be Max Waltman on loan from Liverpool, probably on the season-long loan. Thoughts on that? Is he a good addition to the attack?
Absolutely.
Okay. Obviously, we had reported interest. Well, the Free Press and Gary McSheffrey confirmed we had interest in Will Asula, Rob Street, and Matt Smith again. Would you have taken any of those three?
Matt Smith, take him in
Any day.
Any day of week, get Matt Smith in our side. It's exactly what we need. Replace Harrison Biggins is useless.
Well, to be fair, I mean, there's a struggle for gameplay now. A struggle for game time now. How do you think Max will do competing with George Miller and Ole Gunnar Aagaard to come off the bench?
Ole Gunnar Aagaard, love it, Chal. I think he'll do well, mate. Young, energetic, anything better than Thiago Chuka. He'll do a job.
That's the last thing. Thiago's a nice guy, but that's the last thing we need on this deal.
I see a picture of him tonight, this Max, whatever you want to call him, in his Liverpool joggers or something. Oh, I'll be having words with him on Saturday.
We need him in a full Rovers suit for this announcement. Absolutely. So if this is the only deal then for the window, I mean, I think a couple of people are talking about Hakeem Adofin from Rotherham on loan, but if Max Waltman's the only deal from this day, include that with the deals that we've done in and out. How would you rate the window out of 10? You first, Dylan. If you include Max Waltman with the ins.
You know what? I'll go 10 out. It might sound like, yeah, but I said 10 out of 10 because as well, we did get Tommy Rowe tied down to another contract and Tom Anderson's trigger days extension. For me, them two are like two new signings again. Tommy Rowe's obviously like the lead. Well, him and Clayton are like the leader and he's a massive thing going into his season. I think without him, the bonding that midfield would be a massive struggle. Even though he's played a bit more forward onto left-hand side, I think, Clayton, like, it just works with him and Clayton Tomlin being in the exact same team. Like, you can never go wrong with too much experience. And I think, like, other than that, I think his recruitment's been been patient with his trialists, and they've worked out to be wonders.
Yeah, absolutely. Joe, how would you rate the window out of 10 with Max Waltman added to the ins and all the outs that have happened as well?
Absolutely. 10 out of 10 for me. I think there's no one we've got rid of that we're going to miss, is there? No.
I mean, John had injury problems and Bostock had his injuries, but they were the only two that had any kind of impact out of the ones.
Other than that, I think we brought in absolutely phenomenal players. We brought in Tomlin, who's getting better by each game. We brought in
two of the players that we brought in. We spent money on as well.
Correct.
People were asking the board to spend money. We spent money on a couple of players, Carl Hurst and Adam Long.
Brilliant, love him.
We spent money on Kyle Hurst, and that's turned out to be one of the best pieces of business of the window.
Exactly. Right. Kyle Hurst is phenomenal, and James Maxwell. We've drastically improved that left-hand side.
Maxwell on a free. That is an absolute steal. I don't know why Rangers let him go.
His defense is decent, but him going forward and his dribbling, attacking, phenomenal.
Correct.
He's a really good player. So, going into Mansfield then finally on Saturday, because I'm going to bring a couple more guests on. Mansfield on Saturday. Thoughts on what we could do there? What's your predictions? Joe, we'll go with you first this time.
I think we could quite easily win on Saturday. I mean, I know Mansfield did well last season, but
they're struggling though this year, aren't they?
Well, I don't actually know, but if they are, that's a bonus. I think we could just. I don't think we'll concede. I think we'll just quite comfortably win them. I think we'll just get it over and done with like a 3-0 win.
Yeah. Dylan?
I think it's going to be one of them where we start slow, where we have to figure out what they're about a bit more than analysing on training ground. But I think after the first 15, I think we'll grow into it. We'll have chances, and as we come into it in second half a lot stronger and better when we've got a grips at game. And once we've done that, we seem to take them piece by piece, each position, we expose them. So I think we'll win 2-1 because Mansfield aren't bad going forward. Defensively, I'm not too sure. I don't really keep up on what they're about like. But yeah, for me, I think we'll win 2-1 and not a 91st minute winner. I think we'll hold on to it. So yeah, I think we'll.
To be fair, the last couple of games we've not had 90th minute winners or anything like that. 90th minute goal past couple of games, so we're starting to do it more in the sort of 90 minutes rather than taking it past the 90.
Yeah. I think that's grown a bit more confidence because we seem to have been too patient when it comes to it. But I think now we're getting a grip. Why not go for it? Let's be a bit more creative around field and try find a goal earlier on. Obviously, Mick Jeffrey says that he prefers a 91st holding on to it. That's why I think if we go, if we're the ones who take the lead first, then I think it'll be a bit more to hold on to than going 1-0 down and the pressure's already on trying to get the goal. So, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So what I'll do, guys, I'll keep you guys backstage, and then I'll bring you guys back on when we hit 11 o'clock at the end of the window, and we'll start summarising some deals around the rest of the football league.
So do you want us to join later on, yeah?
Yeah, I'll put you backstage. You can stay backstage. You can just stay backstage.
I need to say something.
Yeah.
On Saturday, Luke Molyneux will score his first goal for Rovers.
Bobby Faulkner.
Bobby Faulkner as well. Yeah, so what, you don't have to leave the stream, guys, or anything like that. I'll just keep you back.
I'll be watching on my telly so I can phone Joe because we're building a farm.
Yeah. So I'll keep. What I'll do is I'll keep you guys backstage, so you won't be seen or anything like that, or anything like that. So stay backstage, and then at around 11 o'clock or something, I'll give you the thumbs up.
If we sign a player before 9, I'll super chat you.
Nice. Right, I'll see you later in the stream,
Right,
Dylan and Joe.
Bye.
Thank you very much. So we'll keep you guys backstage. Oh, there we go. Also, I'll keep you guys backstage. So Dave and RCM on YouTube. Guys, how are you guys doing?
Good, thanks, Charles. First of all, sorry, I don't have my my camera set up, but how are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. RCM, how are you as well? I think you're on mute, mate.
He's on mute, I think.
Yeah, he's still on.
Yeah,
oh, there you are. How are you?
There you go. Yeah, not bad. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. RCM, who do you support?
Rovers.
Nice. And you support Rovers as well, Dave?
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic. I am just going to go through some comments, guys. So before we get started, I will just go through some comments because there was a lot of comments that came on throughout that chat. So any news on Real Griffiths? Should be only 2 or 3 weeks, I think. 4 weeks maximum. A Dauphin's been rumored on loan from Rotherham. That's been, I've seen that a few times. I've not heard anything from that. I'm not going to lie, boys. Matt is the evening all. Hopefully talk about a signing for Donny soon. Yep, absolutely. Galbraith should have re-signed. I think we'll see what he does at Salford first. Aran says Bradford are massive. Well, Bradford have just signed Dion Pereira, so they've had a good deadline day. How sure are you about Max Waltman? I am 100% sure, Lizzie. The agency have said that the deal should be happening, and the guy is travelling over. It was an undisclosed fee, yes, for Kyle. Yeah, Dauphin is apparently joining from Rotherham. Not sure how reliable the bloke is. Yeah. When's deadline day, please? It shuts at 11 o'clock, just to let you guys. He's a Rovers fan, Aranj. Right, so Max Waltman then from Liverpool. Spoke to the agent and he was on his way to do the deal in the last few hours. And that seems to be the case. Thoughts on that?
Don't know much about him, but he comes from good stock, right? With Liverpool, I think. Yeah, you never know. With these young kids, you can sort of unearth a gem all of a sudden, right? In this, we've done this over the years. I've got a question whilst you're here, Charles. Player of the season thus far?
Kyle Hurst. I think the reason why I think is even off the ball and even during his quieter games, he had something about him and he could definitely hurt opposition.
Do you know what? Going back to when I'm sort of talking about unearthing a gem, actually, he's one. He's a good example, right? Someone who came from sort of nowhere and, good player. Do you know Jonathan Mitchell, for me, I think if you look across all of the games, Mr. Consistent, you can't knock him. Fair play to him, I think.
He's barely put a bad shift in, to be honest.
Yeah.
Barely put a bad shift in. It's just all about finding that new long-term number 2 for Jonathan Mitchell that'll compete to be number 1. I was impressed with Lewis in the Papa John's Trophy, but he will not be featuring in every single game. So I think Lewis may only have these 12 months and he may end up going out next summer. I reckon.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. I think Mitchell's just a steady hand, isn't he? I think he's I think comes for crosses, seems to control the defense. So it's a fair play to him, I think.
Yeah. I'm just gonna quickly share my screen because we have some breaking news from Doncaster Rovers. It is, let's find it. It is literally this. There it is on your screen. Sorry to keep you all waiting. Doncaster Rovers point. So we are getting an announcement around, I'd say, between 8:30 and 9 o'clock. Everyone's saying 8:30, so it will be probably 8:30, as they are saying. So that's expected to be Max Waltman. RCM, thoughts on Max Waltman? Comes from Liverpool Academy, scored 2 and 3 this season already. Seems to be a highly rated striker in the academy with with him being amongst that sort of lone group that, the first team staff have been keeping their eyes on, Pep Legenders and Jurgen Klopp for the future. Obviously, he was involved. He only played a minute, but he travelled with that Champions League squad to AC Milan last year. I mean, having someone with that experience, which is what this announcement is probably going to be, it's going to probably be Max Waltman. What do you think about this signing?
Well, it's crucial, really. It'd be a great signing for the club. I think having a striker like that would be, crucial for us, really. But yeah, it'd be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of where he fits, in terms of how many minutes you think he's going to get, what does he need to do to get above Miller and Agard? What do you think he needs to do?
Yeah, well, he needs to be, great in the final thirds. Put away goals, finish the goals. It's what we need. But yeah, from what I've seen from him in previous games, he seems like a pretty good signing, and yeah, it'd be good.
Yeah, absolutely. So next question then. That's pretty much our business done. I asked this to Dylan. I asked this to Joe.
Yeah.
How would you rate, first of all, you RCM, how would you rate the window out of 10 when you add Max Waltman to the list of people coming in, and then you've obviously got the outs as well? How would you rate the window out of 10?
I would say 7 out of 10. I would say personally. Obviously, we've had some good signings, but it's not perfect. But it's not bad. But
okay,
I'll be all right.
Dave, how would you rate the window out of 10 with Max Waltman looking likely to be the final in and no real players going out?
Yeah, good question. I think you've got to look at it in context of last year, right? I think we were really transitional. I think we were really struggling, and it's no secret that we were sort of, cutting costs, and that was a really tough year. I think on the back of that, honestly, some of the players we've signed, obviously you look at Molyneux, Tomlin, who's an absolute joy to watch. Genuinely, I'd say it's a solid 9. I think we've had a really, really good transfer window, and yeah, I guess look at the table, right? This kind of says it all. I think, it's been a really good one for us. I think we've managed to not only that as well. It's kind of installed a bit of optimism again. We needed that. Look at the away followings. We've sold out for Hartlepool, albeit not with a huge number of tickets, but yeah, it seems to have got some of the fans back on side. So yeah, really, really good this year, and fair play to McSheffrey and the board, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. Dave, RCM, thank you very, very much for coming on the show today. Much appreciated. Of course, the link will always be there, so if you want to come back at 11 o'clock, you
Cheers,
can.
Joe.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Thank you very much. Let's bring Matty back in. His connection's back, I think. Oh, his connection's gone again. Oh, damn it. I don't know what's happened with his connection. What's happening with his connection? Matty, what's going on with your connection, mate?
I need to talk. All right, Charles.
What's going on with your connection, mate?
So now it keeps playing up because I'm watching football. I'm out watching football, and it's 1-0 to United. Jadon Sancho.
Fairs. Right. So firstly then, Max Waltman from Liverpool looks like that will probably be the signing. We do have a minute to go, actually, so I am willing to wait until the announcement comes out just to confirm it. But
yeah.
But thoughts on that? If it looks like that will be the announcement,
I think it's a good deal. What do you think, Tyler?
Good deal.
Yeah. How old is he? 18.
No, actually, no. Let me just bring him up. He is 19. So,
Is he? Has
yes,
he been on loan anywhere else?
I will just double check. No, I don't think he has. No, this is his first loan deal.
Well, it's exciting because obviously it's a time for him to come into proper football, and it's physical as well. League Two, it's an hard league to. It's a League Two. It's an hard league to get out of, and obviously it didn't work with Thiago Cuca because they were probably one of the worst.
That is confirmed.
It's confirmed.
Yeah. Max Waltman. Everyone who doubted me, look at me now. Look at me now.
Charles Saucers, best tomato sauces going.
Told everyone. I told them.
You tell them, Charles. Go on.
Told them. I'm going to tell them on Twitter as well. I told them.
There it is.
She's just off there.
Oh, my candy maid is here.
Are you still on?
Yeah, why not? Let's see the comments. Joe Ryder, nice to see you. Love it. Lizzie, nice to see you. DRFC Network.
I've literally just put out a tweet with the GIF saying, you trust me now. I was correct. Everyone's saying I was correct. I was. I just put,
you and him can share.
I'm just gonna share my screen, Matty, because I want to show you what I've tweeted.
Get some of this card.
Look at that.
Brilliant.
That's going to shut up the doubters. So that's an official deal. That is officially confirmed. Max Waltman is a Rovers player on a season-long loan. I did say a season-long loan as well. I wasn't 100% sure, but it was definitely a season-long loan. So that looks like the end of our business, Matty. So thoughts on that being the final signing?
Well, we're going to see if he's going to have quality and he can prove it, because obviously if it's last signing, you want it to be good, and especially a deadline day. Like, this deadline day has been so crazy. Chelsea signing Zakaria on a loan to option buy. Dan James going on loan to Fulham. I'm just really shocked, and I love transfer window, deadline day. It's so good.
Yeah, absolutely. How would you rate the window out of 10 then, mate?
I'd rate it 8, because if Neymar moved to Chelsea, that would have been a 10. But, you know what I mean?
But no, mate, thank you very much for coming on the show today, mate. Appreciate it.
No worries. In a bit.
In a bit. There we go. So there we go. Max Waltman is a done deal. Yep. Someone's already clipped my live stream. I put it out there, though. I did say it. I did say it was happening, and people just didn't want to believe me. Didn't want to believe me, but now they should do. When I get this one right. So let me give you the official club statement. 1 out of 58. The reason being, things happen in transfers. Rob Street didn't happen because he went to Shrewsbury in the end, but it looked like it was on. Same with Kieran Freeman. Looked like it was on. Wages came up. Didn't happen. So, Ted, the reason why I'm doing it is because people didn't even believe me when it was true. So, come on. I think I've earned this moment. Thoughts on Martin going to the Dingles? Barnsley, of course. I don't know. I feel, for me personally, I feel like Barnsley's got a really good attacking option there. So let's bring you the club's official statement. Rovers are delighted to announce the signing of forward Max Waltman on a season-long loan from Premier League side Liverpool. Gary McSheffrey has swooped to strengthen his attacking options on deadline day, with Waltman arriving for his first taste of the EFL. The 19-year-old has come through the ranks at Anfield and has an impressive scoring record at youth level. He made his first team debut for the Reds as a late substitute against AC Milan in the Champions League last season, before starting in a 4-1 win over Shrewsbury Town in the Emirates FA Cup third round in January. After putting pen to paper, Waltman said, "I'm very excited and I can't wait to meet the players and see the fans. It's a club with big aspirations and I'm really excited to be a part of it. It's one thing doing it in youth football, but taking it into men's football is the bigger picture, and that's where I want to be. The club have got big aspirations to go for promotion, and that's just where I want. I want to see if I can help the club and take them to where they want to be." And that's what you like to hear. Manager Gary McSheffrey says he's coming in for Liverpool and he's a well-educated footballer. He ticks some boxes for us that can play across the front line. And I think with the injuries we've had in the recent weeks, it bulks up in those areas. We're really happy to get him on board. So that is the statement regarding Max Waltman. Yep, Galbraith Stolford, that is correct. Yeah, I believe that hashtag. But yeah, so overall, like I said, I'm really happy with this deal. I'm personally happy with this particular deal. I think that it's a great attacking option. For me personally, I feel like he definitely adds a good youth to the deal. I think he's a great young attacking option, bright future ahead of him. Thanks for having me on, Lyle. I'm upcoming match day vlogger for Donny. Would love to have you on the channel at some point in time. Yeah, no worries, mate. Absolutely. Is it a season-long loan? It is a season-long loan. It is a season-long. It's a loan for the rest of the season. So, yeah, that's official now as well. But yeah, I just for the people, for the people saying, why are you saying all this? Like, start trusting me now. I'm so sick of people, even when I'm telling the truth and I know things are going off and things change, think that I never had something to begin with. This is to all them. This is not to the people that are having a laugh and a joke and that, but this is to the people who didn't believe me in the first place. So this is just to those people. Are we win the league, Shal? Not really saying that at the minute. When are Freeman, Rowan, and all the others coming in? Freeman, I told you about Freeman. I said the deal was done on the first day with the 30k fee, but up to 30k fee, and then it came off that the wage would be a problem. I was told the deal was likely to happen, and then we hit a roadblock. So it's not my fault. It's the source's fault. If something happens in the deal, that's not my fault. I just report what I'm told on the day. So it's not my fault. Could you post a streaming link again? Absolutely. Let's get some people's thoughts on Max Waltman here. Favorite theme park challenge? I'm not too sure, to be honest. Maybe ride Valhalla at Blackpool Pleasure Beach when it's open about 15 times. We need a right back, left back, in my opinion. To be honest, Andrew, I only see them being bulked up on deadline day. On the January window now. Announced promotion already, says Seth. That's a decent shout. Agree wage first before anything. Not always, Alex. Not every single time. Not every single time. You say it was a done deal, 100% didn't get done. Stop whinging about how people don't believe you and get your facts. No, the facts were correct, Ted. The facts were correct. It was pretty much a done deal. And then the wages came up the next day. You can agree a fee and then go up to the wage. These things happen in deals. If you don't believe me, talk to journalists and they'll tell you the exact same thing. I reckon that's it for tonight. Yeah, I believe that's the only deal that'll happen today. Best theme park in England, Alton Towers for me. But yeah, Max Waltman will be the final deal of the window. That'll be the final deal. So yeah. just seeing Steve Jones post about it. Okay, I like that. Okay, I like that. Right, so the Free Press have written about it. I wonder if they mentioned me in the report, because they did mention me in the description of the report. So yeah, so Steve Jones basically came out and said, that's your lot, I'm told. Bit more info about the new boy below. Good pedigree at youth and development level. Well done to Aaron Chandler for the scoop, by the way. Might be out of a job soon. But yeah, But yeah, I quite like that. To be fair, I quite like the quite like that. It can't be a done deal if it hasn't been done, mate. No, it can be set. You got to understand, mate. When on the day when I said Freeman was done, that was it. It was pretty much looking like a done deal. It was pretty much a done deal because the fee had been agreed. It didn't look like anything was going to be done. It didn't look like there was going to be a problem with the wages and the personal terms. And then it came up to the wage the next day, and there was a problem. And there wasn't, and Freeman didn't want to reduce his wages, and there was a bit of a standstill for a good couple of weeks, and that's where we are with the deal. We could go back in for Freeman in January. You never know, because there was definitely interest in the player. And there was a fee agreed. There was a transfer fee agreed. It was the wages that it didn't look like wages were going to be a problem. And then the day after, when it came to the wages, it became a problem. Something came up in the negotiations. So these things happen. It's not my fault. I just report what I'm told. Congratulations, Charles. Proving the doubt was wrong. Good window for us. Hurst, Molyneux, and Tomlin all in 8.5 out of 10, says Nicholas. Thank you very much, Nicholas. Much appreciated. We do need a fullback still. I agree, Ted. I do believe we need a fullback on loan, but I don't expect that in this window. I expect that on January. If a deal is 100%, surely everything is agreed. Well, things can still happen, brothers. Things can still happen in these deals. Again, I'll throw in an example at a different level. Malaysia to Leon was a done deal, and Romano said it was a done deal, and then United swooped in, and then sooner or later reported Malaysia to United was a done deal. So even the best can get things. Even some things can happen, and even the best have to change information. So, these things happen. It's not done until it's done. Then it is. Then is it? Well, not always. Tomiro is good enough. Backup fullback would be good. It would be, yeah. If we need Rowe to cover that position a few times till at least January, then there we go. Yeah, exactly. McSheffrey didn't even say he was signing Freeman. It was his agent trying to get Freeman a club. Still the same thing. The club still wanted to do a deal. We're going to bring Dave back in quickly. Dave, you said you had a question for me.
Hi. Is Dapper in the mud tonight? Have you established yourself as Donny's number one vlogger?
I don't know, mate. I mean, don't get me
be
wrong.
Humble. Come on. You love it, don't you, tonight?
I love it tonight. I really do, but I can't not rate Dapper's content though. It's still good.
Both good, but you've got the scoops, you've got the sauce, all over the tomato ketchup, all over the mustard. Loves it. Fair play.
Yeah, fair play. Dave, thank you very, very much.
Cheers, pal.
Fabrizio's a fraud, Chalcler. Fabrizio's amazing. That's one of my inspirations. Heard he got told 3 times it wasn't happening too. The Donny side can deny it all they want. I know from the other side of it, from the Portsmouth side, and I know from the journalist side, this deal was going to happen. It came to the wages. There was a stumbling block, and the rest is history. Thoughts on Ian Lawler returning rumours? Don't believe it until I get reported by the sources that I know. If Nor goes down, who plays right back? I mean, Seaman's the only option, really, unless we sign someone literally in the next couple of hours. But Freeman is still at Pompey, though. No other club has swooped in. Exactly. We were the only one that was in for him. We were the club that was in for him because every other club, had other options in the end. Hull, Leyton Orient. There was a club in Scotland as well. There was a few clubs that were in for Freeman, but they found other options. We looked at Freeman. Freeman was interested in joining the club. We wanted Freeman to join the club. We agreed that up to £30,000 in transfer fees. It wasn't 30,000 exactly, but it was up to, because that is the nominal fee at this level. It was permanent with a nominal fee. And then it came to the wage the next day, and we hit a stumbling block. But before then, it looked like everything was going ahead and everything was pretty much agreed. So these things can hit a stumbling block, and everything that looks 100%, the next day might not be 100%. It's just the way of the market. I didn't get it wrong. It's just the information just changed literally in the space of 24 hours. McSheffrey said he didn't want him, but the club and the manager will obviously deny interest in players because, they'll deny interest in some, but not all of them. because some of the interest because at the time there may have been other clubs that have been in for him, because like I said, Hull, Leyton Orient, club in Scotland, a couple of other clubs as well, they were interested during this window. So there may have been still that barrier of interest in that player. So that's why McSheffrey probably denied the player throughout the whole time, because they wanted to make sure that the rest of the clubs didn't know we were interested and wanted to up their offers, should we say, because we would have got outbid by the rest of the clubs anyway. It was just keeping it in-house from other clubs. And then it came to the wages thing, and then the deal was practically off. So there we go. Luca, you say those Netherlands have gone quiet. 50% of why the window's been great this year is because the fans have spoken out and they said they want change. They want something better in the football department, in the football structure. So I applaud those fans for saying it. Do you fake tan? I don't actually, but I do get comments a few times saying I do look like I have it. It's probably just sunburn. Thoughts on Freeman? Like I said, we may go back in for him in January. It's not completely ruled out yet. We may go back in for him in January. I heard he's a decent player. Yeah, absolutely. He's a decent player. 9 out of 10 transfer window, says Bailey. From what I've seen so far, McSheffrey and Cops haven't got a transfer wrong. Andrew's not been great, but not been bad. Yeah, Andrew's been 50-50. I think that's the only one, really. But he's injured now, so he's back at Burnley long-term to see what he does with his injury. And we've got Max Waltman to fill his place long-term for the season. So, that's only our second loanee as well. We've only got 2 loanees through the door. I'm interested to see whether Donny's going to put out something that says that we've got any more coming, but I don't think we will. But yeah, I will double check Donny's Twitter just in case. But no, this all came from me contacting the agent and saying them saying it was a done deal. He's on his way. So for me, I feel like, for me, personally, I feel that this was a good deal. Really good deal. And, just getting messages now from people saying they're buzzing for me. So, can you make a chant for Charlie Seaman this season? I can have a look. Let's be really linked as we're about half Premier League 2 was bound to get one right eventually. It's not linked. The threads that I put out on social media, Alex, it wasn't me linking us to half the league. It was options that could be potential options. I wasn't saying they were linked or anything like that. The scouting threads was me just doing my own research and looking at players that could be good signings if they were interested in those players. It wasn't, by suggesting half the league. It was me scouting these players or researching these players and saying these could be potential options. In my opinion, these would be options I would go for, in my opinion. So it's not really scouting or linking us with half the league. It's, it's scouting these players, and these ones come up. And to be fair, in one of the threads, one of the options, one of the bonus options on the striker thread was Max Waltman. Only position we're weak in is CDM cover for Clayton, but if we need be, we have players that could fill in there. Seaman played well on Tuesday, so confident he'll do well at right back if anything happens to North. Yeah. I like I said, I don't think we're going to be in a bad position for the next 6 months unless we have a massive slew of injuries now. But I'm confident we'll be all right till at least January. You've seen him play then, Aaron. I've not seen him play in person, but I've researched his stats, researched his character profile, had a look at his current situation at Liverpool, what the academy thinks of him, how highly they rate him, how highly the academy fans rate him, looking at every single aspect of this potential deal. And I can come up with the explanation of it looks like a really good deal. Haters going to hate. Charles just doing what he loves and trying to give his best for the fans. Exactly. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm not trying to scout half the flaming leagues. I'm just trying to give you guys an insight as to my opinions and what I think. That's why the scouting threads came up, because that is my opinion on who could be good players for this club, who I would sign if I was in charge. That was the whole idea behind the scouting video this summer. It was a recruitment plan video because I wanted to show you guys who I would look at signing this summer if I was in charge of scouting, which I'm not. But it was a good, it was a good half-assed attempt at it. I got a message from an official journalist saying that I'd done more work than most clubs in the league. So I tried my best. If we really wanted promotion and a cracking start, we should have broke the bank for Freeman. Like I said, that deal could still happen in January, so I'm not going to rule it out just yet. Where do you think he'll play, mate? He'll play up front. He'll be sort of number 2 behind George Miller for me. You going Hartlepool? I will be, yeah. Do you think Donny will be in League One next season? I've got confidence in that, absolutely. Starting CBS have to be Anderson and Williams if everyone's fit. Yeah, if everyone's fit, Anderson and Williams. But if not, then I think Faulkner's a good sort of number 2. But obviously, long term, he'll be number 1. Don't need Freeman. Noyle is good enough, says Mac. Well, Noyle is good enough, yeah, but you still need that competition just in case an injury pops up. Where's this new kid's best position? Forward. Keon Johnson signing better than Jones, says Ryan. Big up the Rosington main fan. Big budget then if you're signing them, few coming in. No, obviously I'm not going to sign everyone. It's just looking at options on the table. Alan Nixon just reported on Twitter, we are close to Campbell. Let's have a look at this guy. I mean, that name's not popped up, so I don't think that's a real name. Never said no was good enough. It wasn't good, but Freeman is class, especially at this level. Yeah, absolutely. I never doubted that he said no wasn't class, but that's just where I stand on the situation anyway. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah. So some people can have a go. Some people can say what's what, but at the end of the day, I got this one right. There may have been other deals that fell through, but that's just the way of the market, to be honest. So I wouldn't really look too much into everything else. So. And of course, someone has actually clipped me saying "I told you so," pretty much, on this stream. So someone's got to work already. I was actually surprised it wasn't No Context Chow, but there we go. The other lads, Oluwu, Faulkner, and Long look good long-term options at the back. But at the minute, Williams has been excellent so far, and if Anderson's fully fit, he's high League One standard best. Absolutely, I think that's the best way to describe it. Absolutely. Rosso, massive everywhere we go. It's a shame Maxwell's been pushed to the bench. I think he's class. I think he'll start on Saturday. I think it's just fitness. The reason why he didn't play last week is because of fitness. So he'll be fit this week, hopefully. Who came on early with the balaclava on? Some guy called Phil. No idea who that is. And by the way, no, there was a Paul and there was a Phil. The second one was Scott, who's been on who was doing the United Manchester vlog in pre-season. Bailey Conway. I'm not too sure what's happening with him at the minute. I'll ask around, but I'm not too sure. Anderson hasn't been the same since his injuries. Don't think he'll ever get back to the level from 2-3 years ago. Well, we'll see. We'll see this season and when we get back into League One. Darren Moore on his way to the championship. Can you confirm? I will have a look around and have a gander around, but I don't think so. I could be wrong there. But I don't think so, as far as I know. But yeah, StreamYard link. Let's put it back in the chats because we need some new people to come on and share their thoughts on Max Waltman. And I recommend all of you to come on the show as well. I will also film a video probably tomorrow. On Max Waltman. I'll probably do that video tomorrow alongside the Matchday launch show as well, because that's obviously coming up as well. But yeah, that'll happen tomorrow. Yeah, no way Darren Moore's leaving us. But yeah. I have a feeling Rowe playing us at Northampton was to add an experience ahead alongside Faulkner making his first start. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, agree. But yeah, guys, like I said, the link's at the top of the chat. Well, I'm going to put the link at the top of the chat now. It is in the chat, but I will put it at the top now. I will keep an eye on any other deals that are going across the EFL as well. So don't forget, we still have a couple of hours to go until the end of deadline day. So stay tuned for that one. And to be fair, people saying that we need another fullback. To be honest, if we need to save the budget for deadline day, then that's what we have to do. Sorry, if we have to save the budget for January, that's what we have to do. So I wouldn't look too much into the fullback situation for now, anyway. But yeah, Anderson hasn't really been fully fit over a year now. In a few games he's played this season, he did well, but 3 games a week was too much. Not helped him either with him not having a preseason. Absolutely. We need a goalkeeper. I mean, come on. For me, I think we're all right with Mitchell and Jones for now. Connor Cody to Everton. Not too sure. Yeah, that was done a few days ago. Girlfriend been confirmed. No. Let's put this link at the top of the chat. So we're going to pin it at the top of the chat. So we'll get you guys to come on. Just message a few people. That'll be it for deadline day. I'm fairly confident that that's it now for deadline day. I think that's our business done and dusted. Unless anything completely out of the blue pops up that I don't even know about, then that's it for deadline day. Mitchell overrated, not good enough for promotion challenging team. Mitchell's been arguably one of the most consistent players this season, just from my personal opinion, anyway. Seaman isn't good enough, and other than that, we have 2 proper fullbacks. Seaman needs time. I think now with him not getting loaned out anymore, I think that means he'll get more time. But that's just my opinion, anyway. But yeah. Mitchell quality, yeah, absolutely. Max is a great signing. Charlie's already scored 3 goals so far in the Premier League 2 this season. Yeah, I've heard some good things about him. Some really good things about him. Thoughts on Galbraith, Salford, and Shimanga to Birmingham, maybe? Shimanga would be an interesting signing for Birmingham. Really interesting signing. Galbraith to Salford, I think that's a really good chance for Galbraith to show what he can do. And I'm looking forward to that away game now. Really looking forward to that away game now. Thought Williams was class against Stockport this season. Yeah, Williams has come on leaps and bounds from last season for me. Mitchell's quality. Mitchell, one of the best keepers in the league, absolutely. What was the best goal last month? Probably Hurst. Probably Hurst's first one in that 2-1 win. Get Danny Rose's John. House tour. Not really a house tour, but I might do a studio tour at some point. But we have got RCM back on the channel. We've got Riley back on the show. Riley, how are you?
I'm not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. So Waltman's been confirmed. I'm feeling great about it.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting.
I'm just feeling great because I was the one who first reported on the deal, and even Free Press has given me credit. Charlie, you're going to Barrow. I am indeed. I'll see you there, Lizzie. Rowe's a good player. But yeah, RCM, Max Waltman confirmed. Liverpool fans saying he's a great signing. Thoughts on that added to our attacking ranks?
Well, it's great, really. 19-year-olds. Obviously played in the Champions League. As a late sub. Be great is that behind George Miller. Yeah, fantastic, really.
Yeah, I'm real looking forward to seeing what he can do. Like I said, hopefully, fingers crossed, he'll be a really good signature for the club overall. I think hopefully he'll come good in senior football. This is his first sort of spell in senior football, but I'm really hopeful he'll do good. So yeah. So overall, then now we've got Andrew in the comments, which Joker says we need a keeper. Absolutely, I'm fine. I think we're fine with Mitchell and Jones, to be honest. But so yeah, obviously with our deadline day business done, we are still waiting on a few deals around football. Which ones are you sort of keeping your eyes on for these next couple of hours?
I think that should be it now. Honestly, I think that should be us finished. I would have thought.
Oh no, I mean deals in general, in terms of like deals in football in general, like Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2.
To be fair, I've not really kept up on it too much, really. Just keep an eye on us, and that's all about it, really.
Yeah. So going into Mansfield, then obviously that adds something to our attacking ranks. Do you think we might start Waltman, or do you think he'll be a bench play? He'll be on the bench to start off with.
I reckon we'll start him. See how he is. See how he plays. Yeah.
In terms of the actual game, then, what we're thinking, because obviously we're still unbeaten and Mansfield is definitely struggling. So, what do we think?
It should be an easy game. I reckon we'll get a win. I reckon score prediction 3-1 to us. I reckon it should be not too hard, but yeah, should be an easy game.
Interesting. Lucas says, "What's the Kyle Noel chant?" Kyle Noel's on number 2. He's faster than me. He's faster than you. He ate Chef Wednesday in Rotherham too. Kyle Noel is on number 2. And the Oluwu one, he's Nigerian. We've only signed him last season, and we think he's effing brilliant. Joe Oluwu. That's how, but more in song, if you know what I mean. Longstaff loan to Colchester. I'm guessing that's Matty Longstaff. So that's a good deal for them. Probably it for our deadline day now. Yep, I'm under no illusion that is the end of our business. Only thing with Mitchell is his speed of distribution. Yeah, I did say to Johnny in pre-season at Armthorpe, the only thing for me last season was his distribution. Obviously, you'll probably improve that this season. He said, yeah, absolutely. And I've definitely seen signs of improvement in his distribution. So overall, then, you're going with a 3-1 win then, yeah?
Yeah. 3-1 to us. Yeah.
Mansfield aren't really struggling too much, Chal. Well, to be fair, Brad, even a Mansfield fan was saying a couple of days ago that they've got a few injuries here and there, and some of the players aren't performing like they were, and Akins has not been amazing. Fair F's to you, Chal, saw some point. Thanks for the compliment, Aka. No, to be honest with you, like I keep saying throughout the evening, deals can change in an instant like that. They could go from 100% or pretty much 99% to, 50 to 30 to 10. So, these things can change in an instant. So I'm just happy that this one didn't end up being the same as Freeman, Rowan, Kendall, Smith, Asula, Street, interest, even stuff done, and then just falling apart at the last moment. I'm happy this is one that actually got done and over the line. So yeah, I'm happy with this one. Riley, thank you very, very much for coming on, mate. Much appreciated.
Yeah, cheers. Thank you.
Come on, guys. Let's get some more people on. StreamYard links at the top of the chat. StreamYard links back in there as well. I'm not really a betting man, to be honest. BH Plays is here. Who do you support, mate?
I'm a Donny fan, mate.
Nice. Max Waltman to Liverpool, season-long loan. Thoughts on that?
I think he's a great signing, mate. I think he's scoring 40 goals this season.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's a bold prediction, but I can't fault your optimism, mate. Obviously, we've got Mansfield on Saturday. Do you think the unbeaten run continues? And what scoreline?
Yeah, I'm saying 3-1, Donny.
Nice. I like that. Do you think Waltman's going to start, or do you think Miller will start?
I think we'll have him on bench for the first game.
Okay.
And then I think we might bring him on and then he'll score 4 goals.
I love the optimism.
Yeah.
But yeah, BH Place, thank you very much for coming on, mate. Have a good evening.
In a bit.
Up the Danny. 40 goal, let's hope he's right. I hope so. Waltman won't start, no chance in front of him. Exactly. I think Miller will start, and Waltman will get eased into the squad like Molineux did when he came back from injury, Taylor when he's come back from injury and stuff like that. That's what I said, the GOAT. Shame the Freeman deal fell through. That would be cover. I think we need, but I'm happy with the squad. Yeah, absolutely. And to be Mark, I've spoken to you many times. You understand where I'm coming from. These deals can fall through in an instant when they look like they're done. So these things happen. These things happen. So 4 goals. Hope he's right. Who have we signed? So we have signed Max Waltman on a season-long loan from Liverpool Football Club. So he's a striker. Scored 3 and 2 in the Premier League 2 season this year. Definitely should be staying next game, especially because he's great quality. And I think he will be almost like Jacob Ramsey and make that big step up to the first team when he gets back. I really hope you're right, Seth, about that, because Jacob Ramsey was an exceptional talent, and we were just so unlucky to have that COVID-19 when it did, because we wanted to see more of him. McFlurry in, McFlurry out. Oh God, we started an Ollie debate. Ben Close will make a difference. Chal also when he's fit, mate. I did speak to him at the training ground today, and he said hopefully he's back in a couple of weeks. So fingers crossed with Ben, no more setbacks. What do you think the 11 will be when everyone's fit? Players like Biggins, Taylor, and Close may struggle to get in my opinion. They could do. I think they could do, especially with the squad that are performing at the minute. So I think when they're all fit, if we're talking about a fully fit squad, we're talking Mitchell, Noyle and Maxwell at fullback, Anderson Williams at centre-back, Clayton, Biggins, Tomlin, Rowe, either Hurst or Molineux, and then Miller. And then you've got a bench full of Jones, Long, Taylor, Close, Max Waltman, Faulkner, obviously, Ravenhill, Kulea maybe as well. The other side of Hurst and Faulkner as well. It's hard. A couple of players are going to have to drop out, like Charlie Seaman, for example. So it's a hard one. It's a really, really hard one. Forgot what Close even looks like now. We'll even get a look in. I think he will. I think he's coming on good, apparently, according to the staff at Rovers. He's coming on good with his rehabilitation. So getting back to full fitness has been good for Ben. So even though he's had the setback. But no, I'm confident it'll work his way back into the side. I'm confident. I'm quite confident that Close will get some minutes this season. So I wouldn't worry too much about Ben. He'll get his chance to shine. Don't worry about that. And Max has promotion with Rovers, which is always a great thing to hear. Don't forget, before this deal came out, before the announcement came out, Max basically was like, basically the latest sort of thing in the Rovers website was the officials confirmed for Saturday. So, but yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens with this. Like I said, I'm really excited with this deal, and hopefully he'll be a good signing. Right squad, let's hope they stay fit, no injuries, and win the league by 12 points. That'll be a dream scenario for everyone. If you can bring anyone out of retirement, they'll be in their prime for your team. Who would you bring back? Coppinger by a flaming mile. Not a hard question, that one. On paper, it might be a hard question, but trust me, it's Coppinger by a mile. Collier definitely one for the future, as well as Fulton. Nobody surprised that Fulton started on Tuesday. I was, to be fair. I did say to the press in the press box, I was surprised that Fulton would start today, on the day. He watched the Donny videos on stream. I'm not too sure. I did do a watch. I did do one with when Rowe. I think it was Rowe signed his new contract and Barlow signed a new contract, and I haven't been slated for it. So I might do one for Max Waltman. I might do it later, but I'm not going to risk it just in case. I might save that for the actual signing video, if you know what I mean. Our squad is way too good for this league, but our injury record is awful, and all it takes is Clayton or Tomlin to have a long-term injury. They're absolutely key for us. Absolutely. So don't forget, guys, StreamYard link is pinned at the top of the chat. Let's get some more people on. I wanted to Kerman Ops. Would you consider bringing I don't know. We might play 2 strikers now. I don't think we will. No, I don't think we will. I think we'll stick to the sort of 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3 formation that's been successful for us so far. Dan, a few people there and I've been left in a joke in the comments. Right, let's get this statement out there. Let's get the banner up. Let's get the changed banner up. So I've got a new banner down there now. So that is the official new banner. Who is the best and worst player you've seen at Rovers, says Bailey. See, best players are hard. Best player is harder than worst player. Best player is between a few, to be fair. You've got Neil Sullivan, Billy Sharp, James Coppinger, Ben Waltman. If I could remember more games with him in, I was there at quite a few of the games sort of as a kid, in sort of the early thousands. But if I could remember more of the games that he played, I would have gone with someone like Michael McIndoe. But we're probably talking between Sullivan, Whiteman, Sharp, Coppinger. And to be fair, when you name players like that, I think John Marquis is amazing. But when you talk about Neil Sullivan and Ben Whiteman and James Coppinger and Billy Sharp, you know, Marquis is a great player, but he's sort of just below that level. I'm going to go for James Coppinger, though. Legend through and through. Saw him in 2004 and 2005 in his sort of debut couple of years, and seen his career flourish all the way throughout. So it's got to be Coppinger for me. I think you'll get promoted to at least the playoffs this season, but just out of interest, how do you think the squad that you have now will do in League One? That's a good question, Seth. That's a really good question. Mid-table, minimum mid-table. I think with a bit more investment, then we can try and push towards that top 10. But we need to start pushing towards that top 10 League One again, because that's where we were 3 years ago. And we cannot go back down there again. We can't. We really can't. The worst player, by the way, Bailey, it's a toss-up between Thiago Chikura and Jordi Awula by an absolute mile. I'll probably go with Hawula, to be honest. I know Chikura was bad, but Hawula was just horrendous. And that's nothing against him as a person, just a player who's poor. How long have you had a season ticket for? This year's my first season as a season ticket holder. But before that, I was taking it game by game, or pretty much game by game. Even as a young kid, we were taking it game by game. But this is the first season I could actually afford a season ticket. So yeah. So I'm really excited about this season, especially with the start of the season we've had. But yeah. So yeah, thoughts on this guy. So thoughts on the signing, guys. Max Waltman coming in. Right. So Waltman is a lively forward with an eye for goal who signed a new contract with the club in May 2022. He will now seek to gain regular senior experience with Doncaster Rovers, having joined the League Two club on loan for the remainder of 2022-2023. So that is what was said. And to be fair, like Sheffrey did say he wants to strike with a bit of everything, and Waltman is very much an all-round forward. He's pretty much an all-round forward. So for me personally, I think that you know, he's exactly what we need. He's the kind of forward that we needed. So that's how I would look at the situation anyway. Yeah, that was pretty much my reaction. Just seen something on Twitter. Finley put like a gif on of after we announced Waltman. You all laughed at me. Well, I have nothing to say. You're not laughing now, are you? That was pretty much my reaction as soon as we announced it. He has a stand named after him as well. Absolutely. Don't you think Coppinger should have been treated better by the club than just having a car park named? Yeah, well, no, he had a stand named after him. I'm scared of cats. Any advice on getting better? Take your fear one step at a time, Daniel. Just take it one step at a time, mate. Buzzing with Waltman, Miller, Agard, and Rio Griffiths. Good strikers for this level. It fits. Charlie, you're my idol. Thank you very much. If there are any older fans are big on big Colin Douglas at the back was different class. I did hear a few stories about Colin Douglas. Like I said, if I'd seen more of him, then Oh well. Are you going hard to pull away? I am indeed. He said Rufus Brewitt. Again, a player that I've not really seen or heard of, but I will do the research. Trust me. Buffering, says Jaden. Am I buffering? It might buffer on your screen, but it doesn't. Well, it's a problem on mine. Yeah, no worries, Daniel. Right. I was thinking about going on to 11 o'clock, but I might end up leaving it here. Just because I want to see the rest of deadline day pan out on Sky Sports. And I don't particularly want to play Sky Sports in the back of my stream because I will get done for copyright. Amazing WWE promo to the Doubters. I was just the emotions ran with me on that one. Just when I saw the announcement, I was like, come on. I said it. I said it from the start of the afternoon. All-time Rovers five-a-side team. Sullivan, Jones, Anderson, Whiteman, Sharp. No, actually, no, Coppinger, Sharp. We've sold out for Hartley Bull. We have indeed. See you at Barrow. Absolutely. I think I'm just going to watch Sky Sports for the rest of the night, Campbell. Sorry about that, mate. But you can still stay tuned to Twitter for any updates and things like that. So don't worry about that. But guys, that is going to be it for now. Max Waltman, official, done deal. So proud it's been announced. Thanks to the Free Press for giving me credit on the deal as well. I had a message from my sources saying, well done, hopefully the first of many links. And you know what? Some people don't understand how hard I've worked about this deal. Because literally all throughout this afternoon, I was in contact with the agent and they said to me, he's on his way, the deal is done. I went down to Cantley Park to see if he was there. Must have been done before I was there. But for me, I've worked so hard on bringing you this deal. I'm so happy it's finally over the line. Yes, there was deals that didn't end up happening, but yeah, that happens in transfers. Deals that look like they're done, well, all of a sudden something will happen and they may not happen anymore. So, that's just what happens in deals. That's just what happens in the market. So there's deals that didn't happen. There's people that went to other clubs, but we've got our man. And we were only expected to get one person through the door anyway today. So we've got what we needed. We've got a guy who's got a lot of talent about him, a lot of potential about him, and we've brought him into the club for the season. I don't believe there is any kind of buyback, sort of loan back, any kind of termination clause in his contract if Liverpool need him. But I'm happy with the deal. I'm happy with it. Let's go on to Mansfield now. The matchday launch show will be coming up tomorrow as well. The signing video for Max Waltman will be coming up tomorrow as well, along with the roundup of the window as well. That'll be coming tomorrow as well. So we've got some big videos coming tomorrow, so stay tuned for all of them. But for now, guys, I will be back tomorrow with loads more content. I am the CHALL. Oh, sorry. I think the computer froze then. I'm the CHALL, and I will see you guys in the next one very, very soon. Take care, guys.